Welcome back to Mario's Truth. My name is Mario. Please hit that notification bell, subscribe, and just let's get into this. So, this is the hidden gem. This is the Honor 8X, and for a very affordable phone, it surprisingly comes with many extremely well good features and built quality. Now we do have a glass and glass back and front, so it's sandwiched by glass, which makes a for a very premium feel. As for the sides, it's extremely thin, which also allows you, well, as you can see, it's extremely thin. And by building this phone this thin, adds up to a more lighter and more hand-friendly phone. So when you're holding this phone, it won't feel like a 10-ton brick in your hand. So you can carry it around with little to no idea that you still actually have your phone on you, which is really good because it comes in handy when your phones are light, and especially when playing games, you are able to hold this phone in your hands for a longer period of time and just basically enjoy your game. And good news for persons who don't have a lot of money to spend on a high-end phone for a good gaming experience. I am happy to say to you that one, on this device, you will be able to play almost every and any game you can think of, including Genshin Impact, which is one of the most graphic heavy games. And good news, I already have it loaded on the device, so you guys can follow along while I load up Genshin Impact, COD, and even Grand Theft Liberty City, which I already made a video to, so you can go in the description below to click on that video to see how you can get Grand Theft Liberty City full story on your device. Now let's get into this device. Alright, so let's talk specs. You have a 6.5 inches display that gives you a resolution of 1080 by 2340 pixels. You also get a 20 megapixel rear camera. So also the battery, it's a very small battery, but don't worry about that. Due to the type of chip, which is the Carina 710 or Carine 710 chip, I guarantee you that you'll get sufficient battery life on this device. So please don't worry about the 30750 milliamp hour battery. I guarantee you that this device actually will last you straight throughout the day with heavy gaming or light gaming, depending on which game you're playing, of course. So let's get down. So for network, yes, you get LTE. You don't get 5 gigs, 5G network connectivity, but LTE is basically everywhere, and I am guarantee you that you'll get a fast connection with this device. I've been using this device for over 2 weeks, and I have no complaints about the internet connection. Of course, you do get the build quality of this device is extremely premium, and honestly it fits good, feels good in hands, and it's an extremely well built device. So you do get a front and back glass panel, which is Gorilla Glass 3, and then you get an aluminum frame that is wrapped around the body. You do get dual SIM tray, of course, with expandable storage. So you do get to expand the memory from 64 gigs in storage, of course. The only drawback of this device, but it's understandable due to the price range of the device, of course, which is the LCD panel. That so you do get a LCD screen, which to me it would have been extremely great if it was a OLED, but I won't complain, of course, This device is extremely affordable and it's in everybody's budget. And I'll soon get on to pricing. So the device does have Android 8. I believe mine is upgraded to Android 9. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to double check on that. But you do get 4 gigs in RAM, which is excellent, especially when playing COD. It does stutter on games like Genshin Impact, but once you're on a low frame rate, of course you'll get smooth gameplay. As for cameras, so for the cameras you do get 20, as you can see right there. So that's 20 megapixel dual camera, wide angle of course, and then you get a 2 megapixel depth camera, flash, LED flash of course. Video, as I said before, is 1080p, 30 frames and 60 frames, but please keep it at 30 frames because up to 60 frame is not as accurate and it doesn't look as crisp and fluid as you would like it to be, of course. I wish it was more fluid. I would recommend up to that, but this phone is not really purchased for camera tech. I'll definitely, I have a good phone coming in very soon, so you will see that one. That one was going to be mainly focused on the camera. You do get HDR. The front camera is 16 megapixels, of course, and then you do get your to keep your headphone jack, and you get one speaker at the bottom of the device. So no, it's not a dual speaker. The fingerprint sensor is located at the back. It's accurate, of course, and very snappy. Woo! Alright, so as you can see, we get bright colors, right? It's like looking through a glass. That's how clear and how beautiful the cameras are. And we do get AI to help us out in certain areas, right? So if we go over to a portrait, right, you don't really get much. It doesn't really blur the background as much as I would like it to allow the subject to pop, but it's decent enough. And as I said before, it's the camera is not really the selling point of this phone, this device, I would say, but you do get decent enough pictures. So when I get the time, of course I will head outside and take a couple pictures, do a couple videos. It doesn't really have much video stabilization when you're shooting any videos, but let's head into settings. So you see you get straight up to 720p resolution, right? And let's go over more. So you do get 8, you do get 180p resolution at 60 frames, of course on videoing, but I can guarantee you that video quality will be extremely shaky and poor. So I wouldn't basically stay down to 720p at 30 frames or even 1080p at 30 frames. I wouldn't put it at 60 frames because I can guarantee you that video quality will be completely a waste of time and storage on your device. Let's go over to storage as we speak, because I want to make this video as quick as possible. So we're going to go into settings, and then we're going to go to my best friend storage. Now this phone, I haven't seen any other phone with 128. I believe it's 128. Yes, I haven't seen any of these phones with storage over 64, but I haven't seen any under 64, so that's good. The RAM is 4 gigs in RAM, right? You do get the Kirin chipset in this. It's good enough to rival the MediaTek G88 chip that is currently inside my Redmi Note 11, and it's also a good enough chip to rival the M chip that is found in the iPhone 10. Right, so as I was saying, let's go over to price. Still selling, right? This phone was released in 20. This phone was actually, I got it right. This phone was actually released in 2018. So that's November 30 of 2018, which is a quite distance off. But for older device, it's actually keeping up well with the newer devices. As I said before, this device is truly a one of a kind gem. So we're